avoid that thing, we need to empty the values for the repeated properties or repeated fields. So for that we have to create one activity, and that activity we have to call in the flow diagram. We have to call in the flow diagram. Okay, we will do that thing. And another one is, we used manual properties for inserting data to the database. So for inserting we tried with manual properties. So in one or some cases you may also use the embedded properties also. For inserting we only used the manual properties. So at the time when you dynamically fetch the data, sometimes you may be asked to insert to the database again. So for that what we have to do is, so everything is process is same only, there will be only slight change in the activity only. So the same methods we will use, but at the time of assigning the values, property name and property value, there will be some changes will be there. So rest of the other things, so we are creating activity, adding in the flow diagram, so all the things are same only. So we will see this one also, how to use embedded properties to save to the database. So these two things we will do. First we will do how to empty the values, and later we will see how to insert using embedded properties. First of all, create two forms and make sure if you have some common properties in both the forms, and then we will create an activity and we will include both the forms in the flow diagram. We will do this thing. this form I'm adding the common properties like first name and last name. In both these sections we have some common properties like first name, last name, age. Okay, so these three are some common properties we have. Create one activity. So these two sections I am using. So first of all, go to pages and classes. So enter the page name and class name. So you see we are emptying the values from the PY work page. Automatically add the page name as PY work page and the class name. So every time the PY work page belongs to our class structure name. Enter the class structure name. Then go to, so no need to add any other pages because we are only emptying this from the PY work page. Okay, only add PY work page and the related class name. Then go to step, add the page name. In the method option, method name is property set. Expand the method. Here in the left side, so what are the common properties we have? The first name, last name and age are the common properties in both the forms. Okay, only add the common properties. So first of all, PY work page dot property name, and another properties. Okay, in the right side under the property value, open double quotes and close double quotes. So that's it. So means, so it will null the value from the, so what are the value we entered in the first form, it will empty that value. So using this option, open double quotes and close double quotes, so means it will empty the value from that, for that property where the value is stored. So using this option, open double quotes and close double quotes, so there will be null. So under this braces, so we will not enter anything. Just save this. Before saving, go to security, and this activity we are calling in the flow diagram. So okay, select the type as activity, type as utility, then save activity. Open any flow. first of all I'm showing only adding assignment. See, now check the output. If you don't add the utility, give some input. Now same value it will copy in the second form also. So in order to avoid this, for the same common fields, so there will not be any value, so existing value will be removed from the pwork page. So it will allow you to enter the new value in the second form. So if any case if you have some common fields in the, so after the fields, so after the repeating forms you can use this option. So we have to create an activity and just use the method name as property set, and you can apply that. So just apply that only that common fields in this activity, and you can use the option called double quotes, open double quotes and close double quotes. So you can try for different forms. And one more thing is, so how to insert data using the embedded properties. So in the previous sessions we did the same thing using the manual property set. For example, I will open one activity. So for inserting the property set method is used, and obj save method. So if we do the same thing with embedded properties, so everything will be same only. So same thing we have to give in the pages and classes, and same thing we have to give in the same methods, property set method, obj save method. But only change is there any section? So only changes if we want to include embedded properties means this example you have to try. Just I will show the sample here. See, manual properties means those are directly available under the PEGA workpage category, means under the property directly manual properties will be there. But if you want to add embedded properties means, so after the PEGA workpage those properties will be under some list name. For example, here two embedded properties are there. One is employee details and student list. If you want to select the properties under this employee list, first of all we need to select the list name called EMP details. So this is the list name available. Select that list name first, open braces. So we have to enter some index here and click on dot option. Then it will display the property names under the list category. So under this employee details list, what are the properties you are having, so you can select the property name. For example, so actually this is a different list I am selecting here. If you give the student name, student list is also there. So click on open brace. So for every list you have to enter the index as one only. Click on dot. Now select the property name. Same way you can do for other properties also. So this example you can try now. Index dot property name. So similarly, so only this is the change. So all the thing normally we'll create a section using repeating row or repeating column. Where is the section? Okay. So normally we are going to create a section with, so I did with repeating row, right? The same thing you can try with the repeating column. So actually in the previous session the same example I showed you using the repeating row option. Now you can try one example. So take the same, so create one data table, and after the data table try to create an embedded list. After that, so what are the properties you have, drag and drop those properties in the section using the repeating column. So previously I tried that using repeating row. If you can try an example with repeating column. Repeating column means, so how normal section how we are using, it will display like this. Repeating column will display like this. Same way, so we have to drag the property in the second row. So how we are using the manual properties in a normal sections, so repeating column also. But I told you at the starting of the sessions, I will drag and show you. If we are using repeating column, the first row you have to leave it as blank. We should not add any properties in the first row. See here, so first row contains some default symbols will be there. You can try to add the properties from the second row here. From second row you can add the properties. So normally if you, after adding a single property here, you can use the option as insert row after. So now try this example with repeating column, and so before that you have to specify the list or group name and drag and drop the properties in this layout, and later you can create one activity for inserting. So the same thing, so what you are using the pages and classes, same thing here also you will use. Only changes, so what I showed you right now. So for manual properties means directly you give PEGA workpage dot directly property name, but for the embedded properties you will select a list name, and after that list name you will add the property name here. The same way you can do for other properties also. Okay, can you try this thing today? So others, 3 of the students are not available today, so you can try this task. So emptying the values and this thing, so inserting using the repeating column. So take repeating column. So but in personal edition it will only insert a single record at a time. So normally in enterprise edition you can directly insert multiple records at a time, but in personal edition it will insert at a time, it will insert only single record. So don't worry. So normally it will insert multiple records in real time, but here it will insert at a time single record only. So try to do using only single record. Okay, so try this example today. Okay, any other doubts regarding previous sessions? Yeah, tell me then. Okay, fine. Oh, okay, so fine, no problem. Okay, in the coming next sessions I will do that. So we used to get the remaining other topics, so those things will be used in the interviews also. Okay, I will share some documents also, you can refer them. Okay, so today's session you can try this example. So these two things you can try in your system, because 3 of the students did not attend today. You can try these two examples today for today's session. Yeah, Manki, tell me. Tell me. Okay, okay. Flow diagrams means upgrade the Internet Explorer version. So you are using Windows 8 or Windows 7? Okay. Okay, Windows 7 means upgrade the Internet Explorer version. It will automatically. Then IE10 also you can move to IE10, right? IE10. IE10 will. Okay, no problem. You can use IE11 also then. After installing, did you some settings you have to do in the Internet Explorer? Did you done the settings? Compatibility view settings. Okay, not installed. Then what is the other version? So apart from IE9, is it any problem with an IE9 version? Are you able to install IE9 version? No, you can upgrade here. See, by default you will get IE8. Later you can upgrade to IE9 or other version. I think IE10 also it supports in Windows 7. So upgrade. IE8. I told you IE8 flows will not open properly. So you have to come. See, IE9 will work. So try to upgrade one more time. So in IE9 it will surely work. Flows will work in IE9 from IE9 version. Try to upgrade, because it will upgrade. After upgrading, once follow that installation document, some settings will be there. You do that settings, you can open that. The flows also will open in IE9 version. Yeah, you have to refer that session, organization setup and class structure session. You have to create that thing. So follow that video session and try that steps. You can create by yourself. Okay, so try to practice and complete these two things. And tomorrow's session I will start the decision rules. Okay, fine.